Welcome to YVM Young Voices Matter, brought to you live in the Hook and Ladder Theater, co-hosted by N4 Collective and Minnesota Young Champions. Stay tuned with us as we are about to give you the show of the year. Hashtag YVM. Peace. How you doing? I am Louis Blaze. I am honored to be the host of Young Voices Matter. This would be a 1-hour special where we will educate and engage young people on the importance of exercising their right to vote and be involved with the political movement. We have some amazing live performances for you all from artists such as Yevra, Hannah Savano, Juice Lord, and myself, Louis Blaze. You will also witness a sit-down interview with keynote speakers who are doing amazing work here in the Twin Cities all across the board when it comes to social justice. For our Engage theme, I will be speaking with Kartumu King. For our Represent theme, I will be speaking with Elijah Norris. For our Activate theme, I will be speaking with Anika Bowie. And for our Change theme, I will be speaking with Eliza Dares. Please stay tuned as we are about to give you the show of the year. Hashtag more youth at the booth. Hashtag get 2020 vision. Hashtag get out the vote. This is Young Voices Matter, YVM. Engage. Engaging in your community and speaking up for what you believe in is the very foundation of our country. When this is not respected, this entire system shall crumble. Something like this.
Well said, Louis. Now let's see what it looks like not to be engaged.
Let's take, for example, Billy. Billy lives in the age of information and technology. When it comes to piglets and other cute animals on the internet, Billy is fully engaged. But when it comes to politics, he could really care less.
Don't be that guy. I'm gonna tell you what you could do. 1, you can follow your local news channels and stay updated on the issues and elections. 2, you can make sure that you look for multiple sources and make sure to look for opposing items as well and keep your own opinion. 3, you can check out this website here. Yep, go ahead, check out that link. Literally, all you have to do is type in your address and look up your state representatives and senators. Be that guy. Peace.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Yevra, and this is Young Voices Matter, and I'll start with a track titled Euphoria. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey. Yeah. Wilder than Safari, a jungle tribe of Javaria. Never feeling sorry, the feeling stuck in euphoria. Higher than a mothership, fire burned on a starry night. Round and round in circles, a highway and a Ferrari ride. It's looking like a buffalo. You heard that right. I said we gotta get it, you should know. Yeah. Journey to beyond and over yonder. I'm just wondering if I harness the strength that's on my palm. This poetry, something like venom in its potency. It spoke to me like a burning bush. Kush Mountain, Pakistan. Trip with me and oversee the mind of mastery. Gift to be product of blasphemy. Like what it had to be. Like what a tragedy, but happy anyway. Cause what don't fathom me. Past happenings created me what I supposed to be, a bomb. Hope they don't set it off. Got you ringing the alarm. Drop the bag, you carry it in. Don't carry it on. Throw it at the White House, catching flames upon the lawn. Rebels rubber reaping freedom, watch it burn to break of dawn. Yeah, burn to break of dawn. Rebel reaping freedom, watch it burn to break of dawn. Yeah, burn to break of dawn. Rebels rebel reaping freedom, watch it burn to break of dawn. All my nights I feel like I've been flying with the stars. I feel like I've been peaking, but I have not reached that far. No, don't know where I'm going, but I know I can't turn back. No, we too beyond and over yonder. Hit the gas. They wanna blow me out the water like finding Atlantis. Praying menace with the grip that handles the hand of manual blessings. Stressing all of the justice, it's justified. A black knight in a cloak like Danny Phantom. Poltergeist to your camera, the coach, a vulture that boasted. I empty the holster and shoot it straight at your throat, kid. Why you spit it like it's a nasty taste from the potion? Whipping up the light on my darkness, that green with toasted. Here you know I goes in. Vulnerable youth became everything. Everything ain't what it seems. On to better things. We've been through a little bit of everything. Smoking that cliche, don't get away too far, that's better, bring the vibe. Melanin in the pop is carbonated and you dry mouth Gentiles, rip it out of hide. Ride to the west now, drown under the tide as we rise up, vibing with our heads to the sky. Shine, shine, yeah, shine, don't ever dim your light. Shine, 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 don't ever dim your light. Shine, yeah, shine, shine, don't ever dim your light. Shine, shine, shine. Wilder than safari, a jungle tribe of Jabari. Never feeling sorry, the feeling stuck in euphoria. Higher than the mothership, fire burn on a starry night. Round and round in circles, a highway in a Ferrari ride. It's looking like a buffalo. Yeah, hey. I said we gotta get it, you should know. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey. Again, my name is Yevra, and this is Young Voices Matter. We know that Black Lives Matter, but we gonna make sure that we know that Black Lives Matter at Young Voices Matter. Oh man, give it up for the band behind this. Oh, they're so amazing.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much for that amazing performance. Everybody at home, give it up one more time for Yevra. That way. All right, brother. So thank you very much for joining us today here at Young Voices Matter. Now, following your performance, I would like to ask you a few questions that relate to social justice. As we know, hip-hop is social justice, right?
Right.
Having that self-expression and liberating ourselves and empowering ourselves and, empowering others through that art. So my question for you today would be, what inspires you to create the art that you do?
I would say what inspires me to create the art that I do is honestly, the life that I live, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, we as black people, we go through a lot of hardship and disparities, and I like to talk about that. I like to educate about that in my music, but I also like to pretty much bring a vibe with it, you know what I'm saying, make sure that people can actually feel while actually, you know what I'm saying, educating themselves. So yeah, that's why I make the music.
100, 100, that vibe. And I know you got that tagline vibe. Can you let the people know what vibe is all about?
Yes, so I have this mantra vibe, and it's an acronym. It stands for the vulnerable youth became everything. And it's pretty much because, you know, I believe that the youth are the future, and we have to be fully invested in them to make sure that our world will continue to change for the better. So yeah, that's the vibe. Vulnerable youth became everything.
100, 100. Then this next question, brother, can you tell us, what does freedom mean to you?
What does freedom mean to me? Honestly, the first thing that I think about when I think about freedom is I think everybody able to walk in their backyards and see fruit trees and be able to pick from them freely. Just everybody having equitable, actual human rights. And I know people are, you know what I'm saying, so hell-bent on civil rights right now, but like, we human, like we gotta actually, you know what I'm saying, treat each other with care. That's honestly what I see freedom as. Freedom is honestly land. The land is free. The land has been free for everybody, you know.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, brother. Well, thank you very much. Just one time before you leave, let the people know where they can find you. Let them know you got something out going on. Speak to the people. One last message.
You can find me on Instagram at IM_Yevra, and then YVRH, that is Yevra, everywhere else. I have music up on all digital platforms, so you know what I'm saying. Check the kid out. It's a vibe.
Well, I hope you are enjoying the show. We are here with our very first keynote speaker and very special guest. Thank you so much, Miss Kartumu King. You are light. You are inspiration. Thank you for joining us here today with Young Voices Matter. And just to begin, can you just let the audience know who you are and give them a brief description of what you do and your background?
Thank you for having me, first of all. My name is Kartumu King. I am originally from Liberia. I've been in Minnesota, St. Paul, Minnesota, since the age of 8. I normally say I was born in Liberia, grown in St. Paul. At the present time, I started my own business. It's called Accountable Cultural Brokers, because we need accountability in everything that goes on in politics. And I'm also now the new elected political action chair and civic engagement for the NAACP St. Paul.
That's beautiful. Congratulations. You said that was new. When did you get that title?
About 2 months ago.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
fresh.
I was elected 2 months ago. So.
Yeah, it's been amazing to like watch your journey, you know, over the years that we've known each other, being out here in these streets together, you know, boots on the ground. And I got to let you know, you were a huge inspiration for me on my come up as a young person, you know, with the simple fact that when I met you, you was running for office at the time, right? A black woman running for office like that. That right there within itself was changing the narrative. Like, can you just briefly let me know, like, and let the audience know how that experience was for you?
It was the best experience in the world. Me personally, I've been a fighter all my life. Coming from Africa to America, I had to learn the whole history of America. And once I realized that my skin color, even though I wasn't born here, could affect anything that I had to do in life, I made a promise to myself, or I don't like promises, so it wasn't a promise, but I made some type of, I don't even know the word to say, but just to know that, exactly, that I'm just going to do everything I could do in my power to try to make a difference. So going through life and all that it has to bring, I went through that, and running for office really came at a time where I was really, really going through some things. I had been affected with social services, with my kids being taken away, and God blessed me where I was put in a space where I could see how government worked. And once I realized that the people who were in these seats to make decisions on my life weren't taking my input into account when they were making these decisions, and I was really being affected on whatever decisions they were making, I had to take the law into my own hands and try to be the change that I wanted to see. So that's how that went.
Amen. Amen. Thank you for that. Be the change that you want to see.
Amen.
Yeah, quote that. So, Young Voices Matter. We are doing this 1 hour special with the mission and purpose to educate and engage young people to get out here and impact this election, and not just this election, but understand that they have a right to vote. And we are empowered. And our specific target audience are the ages of 18 through 24. Because me myself being 22, I understand that we are disengaged, and we disempowered, and I just want to do everything that I could as a young person to exemplify that leadership and get our people educated and get us out here to vote. So with that being said, we chose you for our engaged theme because you are somebody who's always engaging. We're literally working together right now with the Run Like Harriet movement out here, getting people registered to vote. And I got a question for you. What does the word engagement means to you?
Being open, because as far as when it comes to engaging in the community, you got to be able to come out your body. You got to realize that people are people, so just be open. Just be open to new people, be open to new experiences, and be willing to talk to other people, communication, be able to learn, talk to somebody else just to understand where they're coming from. So engagement, you really have to be open to other people, open to other ideas, and open to new experiences.
That's a very powerful answer. Transparency, right?
Yep,
and being able to empathize
yes.
with one another, that's huge. And I noticed that out here doing our work, when we're kind of like canvassing on the street, sometimes it is hard to engage with folks because the idea of being vulnerable is really scary for people, and the actual act of being open is very hard for individuals who constantly feel silence and silence. So to have the courage to open up and actually be engaging is everything. And I just want to thank you for that. That was a great answer.
Thank you.
Yes. And that brings us to our next question today. When was it when you got engaged in your community and into politics?
Like I said, I've always been engaged, but I got the opportunity in 2016 to really see how my city worked. It gave me opportunities that I never thought I would have. And I just went full force in everything, learning how policies are being made, who controls what, how the money's being spent. I've always wanted to be a lawyer because I felt like the best way to win anything is to know the law, because that's what we're fighting against, So I've always been involved some way, somehow, throughout my life, because I always look out for other people. I'm always explaining stuff to people because people don't understand things. So I think this is just something I have in me. And so when I just got the opportunity to see how everything was working, I just had to jump in there and roll up my sleeve and get ready to work. That's what I do. I work, and I work hard.
Right?
Yes, that's what I do.
Work hard, play hard, work hard all the time. And that's most definitely validated over here. I most definitely have seen you in action and everything. And I heard you mention issues with child protection services earlier in our conversation. I actually relate to that topic. I too have been a victim of the child protection service system, and having that really disconnect my immediate family, which has been very difficult to deal with, but I find it a blessing for us as a people, we're always resilient, and we always overcome our obstacles, some way, somehow. I just wanted to share that to be like a transition to our next question of the night. I want to ask you, what is the public issue that you care about the most, and why? And I know that could be a hard question to like pick one public issue of all of these issues, but like if you could choose one public issue that you really care about the most, what is it and why?
A big thing that I think is not being done is the engagement, especially the engagement with community. Since I've been in this politic world, I go to forums, and it seems like it's a lot of us asking our representative or whoever is at the table for what we want, as if they're the boss, rather than telling them what we want. Because what people need to realize is we elect these people. They're up there working for us. So if something's happening that we don't like, we could fire them. You are a boss. If you didn't know, you are. Let me tell you today. You have a whole bunch of employees and they're all working for you, and you could fire them. And that's why it's important to vote. So the main thing is engaging the people and really understanding what the people need rather than making decisions for them. Really asking them what they need to make their life better, and just making a city that works for everybody. So that's my big thing, is just letting the people know that they have the power and leading them in their way so that they can make choices on their own lives.
Yes. I love that analogy you just used as well. Like, you are the boss.
You are.
Like, they are our employees.
You better walk like it.
Exactly. Walk like it, talk like it, dance like it, all that good stuff. Thank you very much. That was a great answer. And actually that reminds me of what you said earlier with engagement. You saying it means like being open. I noticed that with some of these people that are in certain positions of power, there's a lack of transparency, and openness between them as an elected official in the community. And you said it perfectly, like, don't just give them what you think they need, but be open and understand. So that's great. I want to ask you now this next question, which I think would be very helpful for individuals out here, because we see so many different roles in the revolution. It's so much going on right now, especially with the protesting. I want to ask you, though, what do you think is the relationship between protesting and voting? How do those two things correlate with one another?
Protesting is taking a stand for something, and voting is the action behind it. Because you could protest all you want, but if you don't do something behind it, a strong action as far as voting, then where's the protest gonna go? So protesting is taking a stand for what you believe and what you think is right. And the action to show that you really, really do care is to vote or sit at the policy table or, something different. But they both work. They're both good tactics to use. And yeah, we protest and then we march to the polls and we vote.
Amen. March to the polls. Exactly. Take action, right? Just don't go out there yelling and screaming, but actually move strategically, right? We playing chess, not checkers. That's great. Thank you for that. Now for this last question, and I get this a lot, like so much when I'm out here doing my work. But I would like to know from you, what would you say to somebody who tells you I'm not political?
But you are. That's the thing. You don't even realize it, but you are. Because where you live, where your kids go to school, where you go to the grocery store, all that has some type of politics to go with it. That's why I say I'm in the right place. God put me in the right place, and I'm thankful because housing, education, healthcare, all that is politics, because there's people sitting at a table that are making decisions on these things. This is how I tell people. Like, when you wake up in the morning and you decide, like, oh, I'm going to put on these red shoes with these red shirt, that's politics. Everything is politics. Whether you like to believe it or not, it is. When the light turn red to green to yellow, that's politics. Everything in this world right now is politics. So if you're saying you're not into politics, I look at it as you basically saying you don't care about yourself, because it's your voice, it's your choice. So get into it. This is politics, y'all.
This is politics, y'all. That was a very powerful answer right there. Thank you so much. For the audience that's out there right now tuning in, if you can just leave some words of wisdom or inspiration for them, what would you let them know?
Oh Lord,
even though all of this was inspirational, though. Let me just say that, like, all of that was inspirational, especially your answer to the fact that, like, you are political, whether you notice it or not.
Exactly.
But yeah, one last comment for the listeners.
All I can really say is don't let nothing stop you. Like, we all go through life. We all have our ups and downs. If you have a goal, if you have a dream, don't let nobody stop you. Be all you could be. And I know that's cliched in the mug, but be all you could be, for real. Because anything that you put your all into is going to come through one day. Look at me. I'm just letting you know. Be beautiful, all beautiful. You could be. Don't never stop. Don't let nobody tell you you can't be nothing. Because those are the same people that will be looking up at you.
100. All right. Well, that concludes our segment. Thank you so much, Ms. Kartumu King, for coming here. Thank you for being a freedom fighter. Continue to shine your light, being an inspiration for all of us out here. We completely appreciate you. And that was the Engage theme for Young Voices Matter. And we will be back with you very soon.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to leave y'all with a final message, man. This generation has the greatest access to information and media literacy skills in history. Dig deeper than the headlines. And make sure that you stay engaged in your local elections. And always engage in your community and understand that it's going to take a village. When they go low, we go vote. Young Voices Matter.